Australia started quickly. Let's look for the first handover. All pretty good, looks safe. A very good handover for Great Britain, moving past Jamaica. So now we got Bianca Williams taking over from Nancy Cohn. Bianca Williams has got the baton and China giving chase here, but it's Great Britain performing superbly well. Jamaica trying to come back into it. Daryl Neater's going to have Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce chasing her. China not too far away. But can Britain hold on? Look at Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce like a steam train, express train, gets it on the line. 42.29. Well, the time will be irrelevant for the Jamaican select. She looks as though she's just been for a stroll in the park. But, my goodness me, that was incredible from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. A good performance from Great Britain, to be fair, 42.30. Colin, I mean, we've seen things in the relays, you know, Bolt and all the rest of it, but what a final leg that was there. A bit of a smile from her, because sprinters like her don't, you know, chasing down like that isn't, you know, you don't get a chance to do that too often, do you?
No, you know, she would have loved the fact that she actually did enough to nip it, but I think she'd be a little bit furious with her other teammates, really, because their changes were disastrous down there, and that's what put her in that position where she ended up having to chase the performance. Watch this one there, then right in the middle, looking at to Elaine Thompson all over the place. And Elaine gets to the baton, gets herself very stable then, and starts then to charge down Ermani. Again, look how messy this change ends up being. Hands are all over the place, they just get the baton in the hand, and of course they put themselves under a lot of pressure. But here I was watching this changeover very carefully with the British quartet there, because that was right on the edge. And so, edge is good enough. She gets the baton, of course, and waiting for Shelly-Ann to come steaming down, because you know what her capabilities are. And Nita would be hopefully glancing at the screen and thinking, no, I'm going to hang on. But look, Shelly-Ann just outleaned a brilliant performance. Excited for the crowd, Steve.
I think technically it's impossible to have, to have one athlete on a certain level of slow motion and another one on another, because it doesn't look like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce that it's going at the same speed, just eating up the ground.
Le public, alors qu'on se souvient bien sûr de Paris 2003, où les Françaises nous avaient arraché la médaille d'or. Et là, ce sont les Russes qui sont dans la position de Paris 2003, avec Belkina Roussakova, Savlinis et Bolsoun au couloir numéro 2. Allez, Céline Distel au couloir numéro 4 qui est moyennement partie. Et derrière la Britannique Asher Smith est revenue en partie sur elle. Ayodele Ikwezan dans la ligne opposée alors que les Américaines sont bien avec Anderson. Et les Jamaïcaines également. Myriam Soumaré, c'est un peu compliqué le passage, les Françaises sont loin. La Jamaïque est devant avec Calvert. Et Shelly-Ann Fraser, ça va faire 3 médailles d'or à l'arrivée pour la Jamaïque sans problème. Et la médaille d'argent pour la Grande-Bretagne. Et voilà, Capco, Stella, elle revient. Allez, Stella. Et la médaille d'argent. Médaille d'argent pour l'équipe de France. Qu'est-ce qu'elle a fait, Stella Capco? Qu'est-ce qu'elle a fait?
Junior seulement. Ah ouais, junior. Meilleur junior au monde.
Attends, parce
quel relais.
Et il faudra qu'on revienne sur le virage de Myriam Soumaré. Ça a dû être stratosphérique parce que Myriam était loin, Stéphane.
Ouais, surtout, elle est partie arrêtée presque. Il y a eu un très mauvais passage. Le deuxième passage là, celui-ci n'est pas très bon.
Oh, Myriam, elle a tout donné là et le passage est parfait, Stella.
The women's 4x100m relay once again proved why it stands among the most electrifying events in athletics. And at the core of the drama was none other than Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Racing for Jamaica, the legendary sprinter reminded the world why she continues to be a dominant figure in the sport, even as her extraordinary career edges toward its twilight. With a lineup loaded with talent, Jamaica entered the competition carrying immense expectations, not only due to their rich history in the discipline, but also because of the raw speed their squad possessed. Yet, as every seasoned fan knows, winning relays demands far more than fast legs. Fluidity, teamwork, and timing are equally decisive. The contest exploded from the gun. Great Britain burst into the lead behind a polished and confident opening leg from Ashley Nelson, while both China and Brazil kept the pace hot and refused to be overlooked. The very first baton exchange was crucial. Great Britain's flawless handoff to Bianca Williams gave them an early edge, while China impressed by keeping stride with sharp consistency. Jamaica, on the other hand, encountered a slight hiccup. Their passes were not disastrous, but lacked the seamless precision of their rivals, and this hesitation pushed them behind at a critical stage of the race. Into this tense scenario stepped Fraser-Pryce, assigned the anchor role with her nation sitting in third. Her task was monumental: reel in the Chinese squad while simultaneously chasing down a flying Great Britain anchored by Daryl Nada. The stage was set for one of those unforgettable finishes that define careers. When the baton hit her hand, Fraser-Pryce unleashed a surge of speed that electrified the stadium. Her first strides off the exchange were blistering, and with near-perfect mechanics, she carved into the deficit with frightening efficiency. The audience erupted as she hunted down her rivals, one after another. With trademark composure and lethal acceleration, she powered past China, then stormed by Nada, crossing the line in a sensational 42.29 seconds to hand Jamaica the victory in dramatic fashion. Despite the triumph, the performance was far from flawless. Experts were quick to point out the inconsistency of Jamaica's baton transitions, particularly during the middle legs. Those imperfections created unnecessary obstacles, leaving Fraser-Pryce to shoulder the burden with an extraordinary solo finish. Analysts suggested that with cleaner exchanges, Jamaica could have posted an even faster time, possibly one of the best recorded this season. Still, what gave the victory its true weight was the presence of Fraser-Pryce herself. At almost 38 years old, she continues to defy the expectations placed upon sprinters whose peak years typically pass much earlier. Her ability to remain competitive at the highest level is a direct result of her relentless discipline, meticulous preparation, and unyielding willpower. For countless supporters worldwide, her performance was more than just another relay. It was a bold declaration that greatness does not fade with age. Looking ahead, this contest will be remembered as a defining snapshot of the season. Relays are unpredictable by nature, but Jamaica's comeback win, sealed by one of the sport's most decorated athletes, felt almost cinematic. Fans left the stadium and their screens buzzing with the same question: how many more moments of magic can the mommy rocket deliver before she finally bows out?